Welcome back, guys. Today we will be discussing the second part of our coordinate geometry. First part, you see, whatever I have taught or the things that we have discussed, you simply follow that, and I have seen the question. The questions are similar. Okay. See, only one class I was allotted for, that is today's class. Okay. Only this is the last class of your advanced maths, and I think that in one class we cannot go too much further. Okay, so you do one thing, you watch the video, whatever we have discussed, you try to practice such type of questions. Fine. Now in this part, one question was there, like distance distance okay, of a point from origin. What is the distance of a point from origin? Suppose let us draw a rectangle Cartesian coordinate system. The coordinate is this 0, 0. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. Fine. Now so let us consider this. This is a point P, and its value is x, y. Okay. Value is x, y. This is x and this is y. Now what is the distance between the point P and the origin? So in order to do that, we need to draw a particular line. Okay. In physics, it is known as position vector, but later on we will learn this. So this is the position of point P. Now what is the distance? In order to calculate this, first of all, we need to draw perpendicular from P to x-axis, or you can choose this also. Draw a perpendicular from P to y-axis. You can go with any way. Okay. Now see, let us give a number x. Sorry, not x. PQ. Let us term the perpendicular as PQ. PQ is perpendicular O. Okay. Now what is the distance? Now see, from this particular this diagram, it is a clear right angle triangle. Okay. And a clear right angle triangle, one should come to our mind, that is this one, Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So apply Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? OP square equal to OQ square plus PQ square. What we need the value of this, the distance between O and P, that is OP. We need the measurement of OP. So this is OP. So OP square is this. Now what is OQ square? If you go from O to Q, which axis you are following? Which is the x-axis. So what is the value of O to Q? It is x. So we have x square. Secondly, what is the value of the distance between P and Q? If we move in upward direction, then we are considering y-axis. That means what? From here to here is y. So y square. If you like, you can put x1, y1 also. Okay. For simplicity, I am considering to be x1. And this is OP square. Now OP is the x square plus y square. Okay, this is a very simple. So our question exercises full with such type of questions. This is the base. You take this base and practice few questions. Okay. Secondly, see distance of a point from the origin. Second topic is distance between two given points. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. If you want to write it, pause the video and write. Second thing you see. Second thing is distance between two given points. Distance between two given in xy axis, in xy plane. I think you are clear with the term plane. In physics also we have done. Yes, I have discussed in my earlier video also that incident ray, normal at the point of incident, reflected lie on the same plane. Now which is is the plane. The plane is xy plane. I have explained it. I think it is clear now. Now see, suppose this is our Cartesian plane. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Okay. Now see, let us consider these two points. This is point P, suppose, and this is point Q, suppose. Randomly I have taken 2 points, and the value of P point is suppose x1 and y1, and the value of point Q is x2 and y2. Okay, that is what. If you come from origin to this point, suppose it is A. If you come to point A, then this is x1, and if you go to Q, this is B. If you go to B, this is x2. Similarly, if you go to A from P, that means from origin to P, you are traveling y1 distance, and if you go from origin to this point or B to Q, then you are traveling y2. We need to find what is the distance between them. So later in physics, you will learn this. Later in physics, you will learn this. Okay. But here, we know the main concept. Fine. Now see, how we can do this. Okay. Now you do one thing. You join this line. Draw a perpendicular PA on x-axis and QB on y-axis. This is no, it is looking like a trapezium. It is looking like a trapezium. Now, this trapezium can be split into as a rectangle, and a triangle. So, if you like, you can give a C-like point. Okay, but our main focus is this. Right. Now, since it is a triangle, here is the same concept. In triangle PQC, triangle PQC, what we can give? PQ square equal to PC square plus QC. Okay, QC square. Fine. Okay. Now see, what is PQB need the required distance P. Now you do one thing, try to find out the value of PC. Which one is PC? PC is equal to A. Okay. P and C is equal to A. Are you clear? Because if you go in this way, in x-axis the value of y-axis is always the value of y on x-axis is always 0. If you are considering this side, this is horizontal. If you go vertically, this is y-axis. If you go horizontal, this is x-axis. For us now, fine. Now see, if you go in this way, that means we are traveling what? X-axis, not y-axis, because this is constant. Y-axis is same. Fine. So this point is what? P point is PC. PC is what? AB also. And what is the value of P? From if you move from here to here, the value is what? X1. If you move from here to here, the value is x2. Now suppose, let us understand this way. From this is the origin point. This point is 7 and this point is 3. Now what is the difference between these two points? The answer is what? 10 minus 7 equal to 3. Yes? Yes. Similarly, from here to here is x2. From here to here is x1. So distance between these 2 points is x2 minus x1. Equal to x2 minus x1 whole square. Okay? Plus QC. QC means what? I need this. Similarly, from here to here, you will have y2, and from here to here, you will have y1. You subtract y1 from y2, get the answer. That is y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, it is very simple, I think. Now, PQ, what is what? PQ is equal to root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is our required answer. Fine. Okay. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. Try to understand what I have to do. And if you haven't understood it, again revise it. This is the simplest way one can explain it. Okay, this seems to be important, and because the questions are totally based on these two formulas. Let me check. And see, to those who do not have the book particularly, I have given the pictures of these questions. Right? See, one more thing, in one particular video, in one particular class, you cannot go in depth detail of a particular chapter, okay? Because this is the last class. Fine. So whatever I am teaching here, focus on that and practice few related questions. Okay. Now see, suppose there is a question like collinear question. A questions are similar, okay? Collinear. What is collinear code? Collinear code is what? If 2 or 3 points lie in the same line, that is they are always collinear. Fine. So collinear is what? Now there one question is given. The distance between 2 points, points minus 3, 2 and 1 minus 2 and 9 minus 10. Okay, there are 3 points. You have to see collinear. Collinear means suppose this is the point, this is the point, and this is the point. Suppose this is point A, this is point B, this is point C. If they are lying on same line, then they are said to be collinear. Okay, and if I plot this in a graph, if the 3 points are lying this way, they are also collinear. 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 Anyway, that means what the 3 point has to remain in the line. Now, how we can prove this? Now, let us say A is minus 3, 2, and B is 1 minus 2, and C is what? 9 minus 10. Okay. Fine. Now what we have to do? You calculate the distance between A and B and B and C and AC. See, एकदम simply I am explaining. This is 0, this is 1. This is what? Suppose point 4. Okay. And this is what? Suppose point 7. If the distance between these 2 points and distance between these 2 points gives the distance between these 2 points, then it is collinear. Simply. That is what AB, find the value of AB. AB is what? Root over x2 minus x1 whole square. 1 minus minus 2. x2 minus x1. 1 minus 3 whole square. So I am putting it plus. Okay? Then x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. y2 is what? Minus 2. Minus 2 minus 2 whole square. This is what? Root over 4 square plus minus 4 square. Okay? That is what? Root 16 plus 16. It is simply 16. Okay? No, not 16. 32. Root 32. So root 32, how we can split this? Like 4 root 8 or 16 root 4 2. Because 16 root 2, 16 4 will come out. So this is root 4 root 2. Similarly, BC you find. BC, B is what? This 9 minus 1. 9 minus 1 whole square plus minus 10 minus 2 minus plus whole square. It is how much? It is h square plus minus h square. Minus h square is what? So it is 64, 64. Fine. 64, 62. You can put this. Now 8 is 64. 8 is 64 is what? 8 root 2. Are you understanding this? Okay, it is very simple. Secondly, what? We will try to find AC. Okay, I am writing this because the points are given. AC. If we add these two and we get AC, then the points are correlated. AC. Okay. AC is what? 9 minus 3, so plus 3 whole square plus minus 10 minus 2 whole square. So 9 plus 3, 12 root 12 square plus minus 12 square. Okay? Minus 12 square. So 144 plus 140. That means what? 12 root 2. How come 12 root 2? So when you add this, or we can add this one in this way also. Okay. That means what? 12 square root. Okay. Fine. Or you can write this 12 into 2 also. Fine. You can do this, I understand. Now see, one is what? 4 root 2, other is what? 8 root 2, second is what? 3 root 2, so 12 root 2. Now if we add AB plus BC and we get 12 root 2, then they are correlated. And if not, they are not correlated. Now AB plus BC you do. So it is what? 4 plus 8 12 12. Thus the point ABC here correlated. Fine. So many questions are there which they are demanding to show correlated, whether they are correlated or not, or something like this. Okay. One more question is there. So that given point from right angle triangle. I'm rubbing this. Well, so that point minus 3 minus 4 2 6 and minus 6 10 forms right angle triangle. Okay. So you are given 3 points basically ABC. Suppose this A, this B and this C. Suppose this. If you show that the point A, B and C. The point A, B, C is what? Right angle triangle. Now see, for right angle triangle, what is the easiest possible thing? The easiest possible thing is what? That if the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the perpendicular and sum of the square of the base, then it is what? Right angle triangle. That is a square equal to b square plus b square. Simple. You simply keep this in mind. And if you are able to find this, then you answer the find AB. AB is not given directly. Suppose this is A, this is B, here is C. Okay. So kindly do not mix match whatever is given. Okay, what it will be given in a particular form. You simply add this. This is A, this is B, this is C. Don't try to make this C. So AB is what? x2, 2 minus minus 3, so it is 5, plus y2, 6 minus minus, okay, close. Do this. A then B, C, B and C, minus 6 minus 2, minus 6 minus 2 whole square, plus 10 minus 6 whole square, okay, and AC, root over minus 6 minus 3 whole square, plus 10 minus 4 whole square. Okay, one by one let us do. Root over is minus 9 whole square plus 6 whole square, and 81 plus 36. 7, this is 1 of 7. What is this? This is 525 plus 10, 100, 125. It is 8. Okay, diagonally minus 8 is 64. Plus 4, 4 square 16. So this is root 125. And this is 80. Okay. Now see. We have find one value as what? 125. Other value as what? This what called? Root 80, and third value is what? This is okay. Oh, wait, there is a mistake. This is minus 4. Okay, I thought it to be plus 4. Where is minus 4? So you put this minus. Okay, 10 minus minus 4 is plus 4. So this is plus 4. That is 4. This will be 40. 14 is 196. This is what? This 7, 8, 7, 277. Nothing. Fine. Okay, there was silly mistake. It was minus 3. Okay, so minus 6 minus 3. So it is AC is root 205. So be very conscious. Whenever such type of questions come in your exam, you verify it. Okay, so one single mistake can force you to lose mark. Now see, I have done this part. The video is already 23 minutes. Now see, we have found the value of AC as this, AB as this, and BC as this. Now you check whether the value of this part AB plus BC is 205, then your answer is going to be correct. That is what. If you don't want to take this, or let us pick AC square, then I think it is by weakness square we can do it very nicely. Let not take this, it will be BC. Okay, therefore BC square equal to 80, and AD square is root 25. Now 125 plus 80 I am doing. It is how much? 20. That is what? AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Is it satisfying? Yes, it is satisfying. That means what? If I the square of this side plus square of this side is giving us square of this. That means what? It is radical. Fine. So in this way, practice few questions which are related to this. I am ending the class. Best wishes from my side for your coming third term exam. Practice very nicely the questions and see indices are coming and what call this logarithms are coming. Whatever we have done in the class, don't go beyond that. Simply. And I think indices you need to see the videos again. Or if you have done the maximum part in the class, then you have to revise it. Indices you need revision. Coordinate geometry we have just done, and logarithm we have done in our class. So you practice very nicely. Everything will be good. Okay, students.